Hello class, my name is Keisha. Nice to meet everyone. For this presentation, I decided to do my subculture on the LGBT community. I chose to do it on this subject for a variety of reasons. First off, I found out at an early age that my mother was bisexual, as you probably have read already. And not just that, I have quite a few nieces and a stepdaughter who is also bisexual, and I have some nieces who are just actually gay. They consider themselves the studs of the relationship. And because it just seems like when talking to them, I kind of get a different kind of understanding, as to why they are the way they are. I've always thought that it was a choice, but I've soon found out that a lot of people feel like they are born different. They are born that way, and so they can't hide who they are. I have grown to respect them very much for being who they are, not hiding, as I know a lot of people who are struggling with their sexual identity, they tend to hide. So, with that being said, this is what my slide is going to be about. So I have a couple of slides, not very many. I chose to do a lot more talking than slides because, I was hoping to be able to put pictures up of my family members who are part of the LGBT community, but I couldn't figure out how because I don't have them programmed on my computer. So anyway, here we go. First slide. Okay, so this slide here, I just kind of, was talking to my niece today, and I was asking, like, if she can give me some insight as to, when she first started hearing the word LGBT and not just being called gay. So it says here, between her and the internet, LGBT or GLBT is an initialism that stands for lesbian, gay, bisexual, and transgender. It has been in use since the 1990s. The term is an adaptation of the initialism LGB, which was used to replace the term gay in reference to the LGBT community beginning in the mid to late 1990s. And of course, when we first heard about when we first heard about it, but when people really started to addressing, being part of this community, because I hate the word to say gay, but part of the LGBT community, it was always negative conversations about it, and that's not fair because we can't all be the way society feels like we should be. So I'm glad to know, or to learn, to be a part of this community, although I'm not actually in that community, but just to be, to know family members and to just kind of learn more is pretty interesting. Once again, I chose this topic because of many people that I know and who are recognizing who they are. This is just the colors. Okay, so as far as masculinity versus femininity, I chose this. In the United States, men are considered masculine and women feminine, but in the LGBT community, masculinity and femininity is associated with the individual themselves. A woman who considers herself to be the male of the relationship usually identifies as masculine, whereas the male in gay relationships are typically more feminine. I don't know if this is entirely true. I don't really know very many gay men. I did work with one, and he kind of stood out to me when I chose to do this part. My nieces, though, who are studs, they portray themselves as men. They are always like so macho. I can do everything a man does kind of, attitude. And my stepdaughter, who is, she calls herself the femme of the relationship. She's the girly one, she is the woman. She, is soft and caring, and in the way that women, the feminine part of women are. So that was my thinking when I chose to do this one. It's just how, they relate themselves in their roles, like how their roles are. So this is why I chose to do this for the presentation. Indulgence versus restraint. So I said here, United States is a country of indulgence, which is a society that allows relatively free gratifications of basic natural and human drives related to enjoying life and having fun. The U.S. is a place that allows indulgence in many forms, one being able to choose your partner. This, in more recent years, has led to the LGBT community and the success brought with it. The ability for us to be able to openly love and enjoy whomever we want without backlash has improved the lives of many, both directly and indirectly. And I really believe that this is something that, the United States is, actively doing. We are able to indulge in the things that we like. This community, this LGBT community are able to indulge in the things that they like, to do the things that make them happy, to live a normal life like everyone else. And so I thought that this one here went well, with my story. That's actually the last slide too, I'm sorry. So with this, I just want to say that this course has taught me a lot. I really wasn't big on communication. I really don't really realize, half the things that we do and the people that we talk to, how we are communicating, and I've learned quite a bit from this class, and I'm really enjoying it. I really learned a lot when I was doing this here project as well, because, I don't really think so much about, the LGBT. It's just not a word that I use, because when I speak to people who are in this community, it's just like they're anybody else. I don't put labels on people. I just like who I like, and I talk to who I talk to. So in doing this, it's hard for me to keep stressing the word LGBT, and because I just like people, and I just consider everybody just a person. I hope that you guys enjoyed, and have a good night. Thanks.